Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about for details, listening comprehension. As we all know, listening is a very important soft skill. And to be an exceptional communicator, you need to have good listening skills. Now, being a complex process that involves perceiving and interpreting the sounds correctly, as well as understanding the explicit and implied meaning of the oral message, listening comprehension includes several skills. These skills include scanning, prediction, speech decoding, comprehending, and oral discourse analysis. Scanning is the ability to locate specific information in a conversation or presentation, and prediction in guessing the information correctly. Speech decoding involves sound perception and recognition, word recognition, and accent recognition as well. Now, what is comprehending? Comprehending is a verbal message which involves the ability to identify the main theme and supporting ideas, understand the various levels, deduce incomplete information, analyze critically relevant and irrelevant information, identify the speaker's attitude, evaluate the speaker, make inference and interpret the non-verbal clues and body language of the speaker. Now, listening can be passive and active. Passive listening is almost equal to hearing, and as it has no involvement, rather comprehension, it does not take place, whereas active listening is a dynamic, interactive, communicative process in which the listener is listening. He pays attention with the utmost involvement. Now we are talking about active listening. When you are actually listening to a person, it shows interest in the speaker at the speech. It takes note of the speaker's body language. It does not get distracted. It responds to the speaker through his body language and encourages the speaker. To be an active listener, one has to be involved deeply in listening to the speaker. His posture must reflect his interest and involvement. Body language indicates keenness to listen. Active listening includes non-verbal skills, improvement, speaker's contribution, asking questions, making clarification, and analyzing on oral messages. A good listener has to involve himself or herself during the speech session, interact with the speaker, and ask questions. Asking question forms an important part of the listening process as it leads to some kind of rapport between the speaker and the listener. Asking relevant questions shows that the listener is active and encourages the speaker. Now, while asking questions, the listener should be polite. The speaker should not be interrupted while he is in the course of speaking. The purpose of asking questions should be to get clarification and indicate comprehension. Clarify what the speaker is saying by jotting down notes and summarize the key points. This serves to be hallmark of an active listener. As an active listener, one should interpret and analyze what one hears in order to understand both the explicit and implicit meaning of the message. Infer the meaning of unfamiliar words from contextual clues, and finally draw inference and conclusion from his speech. Now, how can you become an effective listener? By keenly listening to signal phrases, logical connectors, and transitional signals. What are the examples of signal phrases? Now, what I'm going to discuss is the main point of discussion today is to begin with. In the first place, the most significant point is the best solution to the problem is in contrast. On the other hand, if we make a comparative study, finally to conclude, I would like to sum up. Now, these are some of the places where you need to pay more attention than logical connectors and transitional signals. Moreover, in addition, next, furthermore, similarly, likewise, in contrast and comparison, however, nevertheless, for example, for instance, after, before, eventually, since, until, as a result, consequently, as you can see, actually, naturally, of course. Some speakers may add a visual between the speech which enhances the presentation. Such visuals might be helpful to understand that part of the presentation. So you can pause the video and you can go through the exercise and complete the exercise in the description box below. Thank you.